Jesus can save me. Everybody only Jesus can
Good day, viewers. You're welcome once again on the program. This is City Stand, and I'm Michael Adekunle. It is the 13th of May, 2025, and we are reaching you all the way from Lagos, Nigeria, specifically Ogba News 10. Thank you so much for joining us. Please, you can join the conversation by commenting your opinions, your views in the comment section. Very important you do that so that we can engage each other. All right, in a bold political move, the FCT Minister, Nyesom Wike, has declared war against Northern ticket for 2027. Yeah, Wike is firmly opposing ticket for the North come 2027. It's a warning to PDP governors. It's a warning to former PDP governors and stakeholders in the People's Democratic Party. No ticket for the North for 2027 election. Is this a campaign against Atiku's ambition for 2027? Yeah, we need to look into that this morning. Also in the news this morning, Labour Party has told President Bola Tinubu to warn Allex Otti of Abia State. Please, Tinubu, call Allex Otti to order. Yeah, what's happening between President Bola Tinubu and the Abia State Governor, Allex Otti? We don't really know. Does it mean that Tinubu is involved in Labour Party? For Labour Party to have called on President Bola Tinubu to warn Allex Otti. What is in between Allex Otti, the Abia State Governor, and President Bola Tinubu? What affiliations do they are together. We are in this. All right, we shall be looking at all this this morning. Of course, I have Mr. Femi with me, putting on the same color of clothes.
Anyway, it just accidental like that.
And shampoo.
Yes, so when I was the first one to notice it.
Yes. Oh yes, they come closer. Good morning to you. You're welcome on the program this morning.
Yes, good morning, viewers. I think I was the first person to notice the the color. Anyway, as we said that we want to start early today, and I couldn't phantom anything to wear. This is what I wear yesterday. Just let me repeat it.
Yeah, the same thing with me.
Yes. Let me just repeat it. No crime in it.
Yeah.
Then I just
myself couldn't phantom anything. I just have to put on this. It's a coincidence. All right. We appreciate all of you. Yeah, gentlemen, my good morning to you.
yeah.
You're welcome on the program. I also have Mr. Vincent. The global analyst is also here. Mr. Lajide. You are here. You are here. All right. Let's quickly see what we have on our dailies. The Nigerian Tribune newspaper and the Vanguard newspaper this morning. What are these dailies telling us at this time? What are these dailies telling the global viewers this morning, the 13th of May 2025? World Bank: Nigeria's economy needs to generate better jobs, reduce poverty. Nigeria's economy needs to generate better jobs, reduce poverty. Is it not the same World Bank that told us sometimes ago that we should brace up for more hardship? All right, Nigeria matter na God go save us. All right, this is on page 6 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. UK ends overseas social care visas in major immigration shakeup. This is on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Hope this is gonna I'm sure it's gonna affect Nigerians. Yeah, this new policy by the UK government will affect all there in Nigeria. On to the next one: tax reform bills. Rep set up conference committee to harmonize with Senate. You can go to page 5 to see this story now down the paper. Wike wants PDP governor ahead of 2027. Yeah, he's still in PDP. That's what he said. Yeah, he said he has not left PDP. one leg in, one leg out. Wike wants PDP over 2027 presidential ticket. This is on page 19. Says Fubara visited him with 2 APC governors. Yeah, of course, we all still remember that Siminalayi Fubara, the embattled or suspended governor of Rivers State, paid a visit to Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister, on reconciliatory mission. Federal government to overhaul underperforming discos. This is on page 7 and straight at the stand this morning. Very, very crucial one. But before going into that, there was an attack on our military. That was yesterday also. Yeah, in Borno, a lot of soldiers died. Wow. And we've been battling this issue of insecurity for how many years now? Well, it is well. Federal government opens 300 billion naira sukuk. Investors ask for more. Quickly to another one: defections. PDP's collapse imminent, says Ganduje, and not only Ganduje. I said this this morning. We have Wike also saying it, that PDP's collapse imminent. Our party will rise again in 2027, says Wabara. Our party will rise again in 2027. But if your party wants to rise in 2027, you should start now. Yeah. And start now by reconciling all the stakeholders in the party. Start now by resolving the ongoing crisis in the People's Democratic Party. Let's see if this will solve the problem of the People's Democratic Party. And let's see if at the end of the day, the People's Democratic Party will emerge victorious in the 2027 presidential race. Poor UTME results. We are all responsible, says NAPTAN. Conference all experts to brainstorm on government performance at midterm. Soldiers killed as Boko Haram attacked military base in Borno. Finished. Even captured some soldiers. They abducted some soldiers. Yeah.
After operation, they started away weapons and they burnt
That burnt the place. Take over our military base in Nigeria. Okay, we shall be looking at this morning. What is our fate in our security architecture in the country? What is the federal government doing about insurgency in Nigeria? This is a battle that has been going on for years under the administration of the former president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. It was imminent under the administration of the former president, Muhammadu Buhari. It persisted, and this is another administration of President Bola Tinubu. Can we see an end to insurgency in Nigeria? Oyeze, good morning to you. You're welcome on the program. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Military base was attacked by terrorists again and again. Don't forget, Niger State, the military base was attacked. It was captured. This time around, soldiers abducted, soldiers were killed, and these people just left like that.
on hot. After killing the soldiers, took them, whether they took them or not. But if you look at the video properly, that place it was a bit secure because it was barracks. You know how barracks look like. You know, it just means they do not have what is it called, surveillance or a point man who can be overseeing while the soldiers go on a mess. Do you understand what I'm saying? This guy came in, killed them, you know, take away their arms and ammunition, then relax, took some time and burnt the entire place. Mike, I'm telling you, and I keep on saying it without any reservation, it is real. Conquest agenda is real. And not two ways about it. And they are saying it clearly. When I listen to the governor from Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, he said it very clearly. Nobody. He said nobody. The Fulani has come to stay. 60 million invaders in Fulani land.
Nigeria.
Where you saw the analysis yesterday in Gambia, there are about how many? I think 4 to 5 million. That's where in Senegal they're about less than 400,000. But why are they flooding in Nigeria? Bros, I can tell you, thank God, they should go and look for people who will join the military.
They've been calling the
they even go to east and be cleaning gutters, Nigerian soldiers, to attract people to join the military. Nobody is interested anymore.
Do you think it's hard time the Igbos join the military?
Bros, because they feel Mike. See, you can't just carry food and put on your nose. God Himself will be annoyed with you. Until the government themselves sit down and purge themselves of those who are you not seeing some of them that were mentioned? They're still in government. That's what's on Boko Haram. A whole Nigerian military invaded, killed, nothing happened. There's no counter attack from any battalion, from any GOC, from anywhere at all to chase them to wherever they are and make sure they bring them down. Nigeria has what it takes to do that. But you can see.
What do you think is happening?
Bros, I'm telling you, see.
Have they infiltrated the military or what?
You remember what happened some time ago when they said repentant Boko Haram? That's what they called them.
They recruited them into the Nigerian military.
No, they took them to the east. And people start shouting. When they drop them at locations in the east, they enter bush. And they are the ones operating in the east now. So when you say that, okay, you still push them to the military, those ones on the within the society, within the space of human living, you know, they are the ones that are giving them information. So it's real, and they have their backup very strong. Okay, watch that video. Thousands of them inside the forest. Nigerian military intelligence. Do you know what it's called? GMI, Directorate of Military Intelligence. In Nigeria Intelligence Agency, they cannot be able to trace where these people are located in Nigeria, the forest where they are up to this moment. But they are just wasting their time. If Tinubu try after some time, you will leave them. Anybody with chief of staff now for your pockets. They try after some time, they find their way. Because that the budget is coming, consistently for security. And you know what that means at the end of the day, the money is being looted.
Who are the brains behind all this?
Mike, we don't. I think we have shared that opinion here some time ago, and where we begin to trace the genesis of this. And when this Mohammed Yusuf came online, I was trying to look at the radicalization of extremism and try to bring liberalism into Islam. Go and listen to some of the messages of that Mohammed Yusuf. Listen to his message. They killed him inside police station. We personally, I'm not a Muslim, but I'm against that extrajudicial killing. And up to now, government have not come out to tell us how Mohammed Yusuf was killed. That triggered the likes of Shakarawu and the rest of them till this moment. Then the likes of them, their names, where their name we have mentioned, came now and use it as a tool, as a political tool and conquest, which was done in phases. This thing has been done in phases. When I said it that they are coming to the south, I said this. I was saying it. There's no how. Gary Adams shouted, "Southwest security, no governor in the west answered Gary Adams." He was able to do some surveillance on his own and discover that they have much cells spread within the southwest. Cells. You can see how helicopter we are dropping food at those locations. The helicopter will land and still take off. Nigeria intelligence unit or whatever they call themselves attached to the president. Not only Obi, there's a bit talk. Obi say. That's what they know. That's nothing again. They still drop food for them. The helicopter will leave. And you see these guys.
How do they get control? How do they get fuel?
Right, I'm telling you, okay. If not that, maybe if we say it on our own, it looks as if we are just exaggerating. It's all the report of the Congress that some of the money, some of the grants aid that was given to some African countries, we are channeled. Fund. That is it now. And who are the people? It is not the elders, the politicians, the northern politicians themselves.
And they are still the one crying.
Up to is that one that cry? Oh, you don't know them. Forget what Erufai comes and he talks to the public. They are just trying to. Bro, nobody can confuse anybody at this point in time. It is real. Forget whether they come there. There is. Bro, look at Sultan of Sokoto. I call his name. Yes, very dark man call his name too. I'm not calling the name with disrespect, but I'm saying that how many times has he come out to question the source? How Boko Haram coming into this country? Full of the headsmen, bandits, whatever they call themselves, and be killing people. The Sultan of Sokoto have never for one day reason. But when the one in Benin happened, what happened? Bola Tinubu should be very careful. This is not Nigeria. Nigeria senior you. You come meet in Nigeria. I'm telling you. And Nigeria was created by. Bros, people are sending anything that has to do with neocolonization in Africa away. Democracy is no longer working. That's what people are talking about in Africa. Up till now, the guy from Burkina Faso is still fighting terrorism. The same people. You saw our world leaders now messing up themselves, engage in whether not drugs that they take. Now they don't know what they take. These are people they call the world leader. People who are leading the world. They hang out somewhere and well, I saw it. So what is the big deal? Let them come and prove that it's not correct. And they come out we are dead. Bro, is this the kind of people we want to have as leaders? No, I'm saying. And most of these people has been accused over time of behind what is happening in Africa. Destabilization of Africa in order for them to have just like what the Britain did in Nigeria. In fact, I was personally disappointed. Forget Macron. Me, I don't know Macron. They call shrine. Fela Shrine, not concerned and Fela get level pass am. For me, if I want to categorize Macron and Fela, me, I will say Fela get level pass you. You now this thing they do. I know we know their story, Macron. But I was disappointed to see Keir Starmer, the British Prime Minister, getting involved in that mess. These are people we call world leaders. So then, imagine what happens, what these people do behind the scene. Look at a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria having a romance inside National Assembly. Why Nigeria not go spoil?
Yeah, Zamfara, one senator.
Zamfara.
From Zamfara.
Yeah, why Nigeria? Why things go work? These guys are not leaders. They're not disciplined. They don't know what they are doing. So they bring an ideology into the system, what they believed in. I've always said it. The North does not know how to separate politics from religion, and that is the problem we are having. And unfortunately, they look as if they are the one that determines who is going to be president, who is going to be governor in all the 36 states of the federation. That is why everything is like this. Nobody's checkmating. Nigeria Intelligence Agency, the whatever director of military, whatever, all these agencies, all the intelligence agencies, security intelligence agencies in Nigeria, including the police, nobody can be able to track these people that have been killing soldiers, killing Nigerians. Okay, bros, let me shock you. There's mass exodus of Benue people now, as I'm talking to you. It's ongoing. Benue is leaving their territory. And as they are leaving, strangers, they don't know where they came from, are already occupying those areas. When you see them,
they can't bear it anymore.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
But Mr. Femi, how is it possible after over a decade warfare, still have a situation whereby these terrorists overrun our military base? We have the capacity to overrun our military base. Why is it happening?
I don't want to call it warfare from our side. I want to call it some dramatic move. Because if you want to fight war, you really mean you want to fight war. Let's fight the war. I know that we are fighting war. Let's go and meet these people where they are. Like Mr. Onyese said that these people, we know where they are. If you want to make offensive, and this, the radiology style that started since the day of Donata, if you want to make an offensive war, let us know. If it is defensive, let us know. But try to do some dramatic something. It will not work. You know where these people are. Okay, now, Jejele and Nigeria may just did their home. They come and attack them. This is this time now. Why not carry this battle to them? Let's finish this thing once and for all. Okay, they'll be asking questions in the House of Assembly now. Our Tucano that we bought, $1 billion. Where is it? They said because of the agreement that they signed with the US, they cannot use it. Imagine you bought something with $1 billion, and you cannot use it. Honestly speaking, Nigeria is too much beyond this kind of stupidity that we are experiencing. In the whole Nigeria army, every day will be overrun by terrorists. It's on call for, and it's a shameful something. And if you before you call Jack Robinson now, they will say, let's do meeting. Let's come and do meeting. Let's call CSO. Come. Let's what is happening? Security meeting. What do you need? And meeting upon meeting, then there is nothing happen. Do you know what pain me pass? When you listen to some of our senators, you will think that Nigeria is about to be okay, because the way they will talk. If you listen to Eyinaya Abaribe recently in one of their sitting, he said, if you want to call security meeting, you have to be serious about it, or else it will become just a talk show, because we have done a lot of it so many times. I saw another senator from North stand up, asking questions. He was the one that said, so where is our Tucano? But unfortunately, among these people that we sit down to do meeting about our security, they are the one that behind, this attack. They are the one that people have belief in this ongoing attack. Imagine you want to do security meeting, then you call Matawale to come and be part of your meeting. Look, you are wasting your time.
Defense minister.
Defense minister. When you make Matawale your defense minister, you know what will happen now. Matawale, for God's sake, you okay? For instance, El-Rufai was able to, make minister. You're not making minister of defense. What is he going to defend?
This makes me feel that President Bola Tinubu is not ready to fight this battle.
No, Mike.
You know
Mike,
the antecedents
it's not about. It's not
Matawale.
about. See, when a structure gives you power, it will be very difficult for you to brave up to fight that structure. Like you always say here, so you see people that are saying it. Don't fight their godfather. Oh no, find the finger that bite the finger. Let there be peace. Bite it. That's my own ideology. They made you president. They are threatening you, destroying your government. You say you will not bite them. You are folding their arm. Sack them. Because the same structure was what triggered your position you are occupying today. Was built on insecurity, weaponized insecurity as a political tool. And it's intentional. Imagine a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria coming out publicly to tell the whole world that the Boko Haram is more sophisticated than a nation that have crude oil. They have more hands. Like, bro, you don't need anybody to tell you.
Mr. Femi, aren't we looking at seeking international help on this? I know Jonathan tried it sometimes.
Let me tell you,
it didn't work.
No international will help you if you are not ready to help yourself. Because we are the one that know the terrains. We are the one that we show them. But first of all, do we have political will to end this thing once and for all? If you go and invite international something to come in now, it is the north that will first of all speak. Imagine a statement of attack on the Boko Haram is attack on the north. Have you ever heard something like that? Imagine a statement like attack on Boko Haram is like attack on Allah. I don't know, maybe you are hearing kind of a manner. So these people, they sympathize with Boko Haram. I've been asking questions. When they kidnapped about 100 students from Dapchi, they wanted to return them. Before you compare about 100 students, do you know what it means? You will need at least 2 coastal balls or more to convey them. Which road do they apply to bring them? Were they arrested? At that time, they were even snapping picture with some of these members. They know them. Not them. From Borno, they know them. Family that has member as a Boko Haram, they know them. This thing, this governor of Borno, that is saying Zulum, he knows people that behind this thing. It's just that they have a little bit of sympathy with them. If not, what is meaning of repentant Boko Haram? Just tell me the meaning of repentance. Some people that will gather, overrun your military base, kill anybody. Then when you arrest them or when they say they surrender, say you radicalize them, give them pure water, give them bread, sew clothes for them. Okay, you can go ahead. Then, do you want to join Nigeria soldier? There is space for you. You are treating them with kid glove. They will be increasing every day. It's a simple thing. Arrest 1,000 of them one day, kill all of them. That time they will know that there is problem. Yorùbá ní tá bá pa jí òjì, ìdí ò ní mọ̀ pé wà láńbẹ́. Tó bá gbá ọmọ ìyá rẹ̀ létí, ará àta ò ní mọ̀ pé wèrè lẹ́ni yìí o. By the time you arrest them and say, do you know that they just arrested some of Nakurawa or not this, some of them, 50 of them, they burn them. It's a lie. By the time you will go back and front, they will say they release them, they radicalize. How many of these people have been charged to court and they face maybe persecuted, then they sentence them to death, then we see where they hang them. They know they are playing. It's like when you have a cat that has established a rapport with all the rats. When you have a cat and the rats inside your house, then there is nothing to discuss again.
All right, away from insecurity, let's quickly move down to interaction with newsmen a few days ago. Wike said there's no ticket for the North in PDP. it simply means, directly or indirectly, he's talking to Atiku. Atiku has no chance. He has no space in PDP. Would you say this is a subtle campaign against the ambition of the former Vice President, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar?
Yes, we might see that as a statement directed to Atiku Abubakar, but we also see it that to an extent, if Wike is not trying to factor himself into that ticket, I think it is something, it's a welcome development. I've always said it, Atiku should please know at this point in time, even though we have a Southern president that has not actually impressed Nigerians in terms of leadership, and if we are going to change that Southern president, let it be another Southerner. That's my take on that. Well, but I'm not comfortable with the way they are also creating a space in the PDP for Wike to come and do his normal abracadabra talk show, without having a respect for anybody at this point, But for me, because if they are going to inaugurate a board of trustees at this point in time, what I believe is that they should be able to look inward, because the problem is not even PDP. PDP cannot dismantle Tinubu. That's the fact.
Even with the Southern president?
Yes. Unless there's,
let's leave not aside. Even with a Southern,
Oga, I am telling you, unless there is a coalition and with respect to internal democracy and the competing ambitions of these people, then we can be reassured. Because what I'm looking at, it takes little or nothing, given the result of the last election, to excuse Tinubu from the presidency. It does not take anything. That's the fact. If the coalition themselves can forge, a serious and formidable, group or force or movement, of course, the rest of Nigerians know what to do. Because, bros, I cannot be buying a bread 2,000 naira and they say in less than 2 years of Bola Tinubu start. Yes, I don't know what they are doing in Abuja. If they like, maybe they kiss all the women in there. That's their business. You understand? Like we are seeing in the video, that's their own business. If they like, let them fly the best private jet. That's their business. But what I'm saying is that when I step out, my economy, my own individual economy and others, the masses themselves be okay. Is it affordable? That's the question. That's the yardstick one can use to measure any government, any leadership, that has the masses, at the center of whatever decision they are taking in that place. That's my take on that.
Mr. Femi, Nyesom Wike.
Nyesom Wike can be best described as somebody that have been confused now. Then the most confused people at the PDP. If not, what Wike is doing in your domain? Somebody that puts pepper in your eyes in 2023, and up to this moment, okay, now you now said that the power to come back to the south. That's no ticket for North. Are you talking about yourself?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
Okay, if they not give you ticket, are you ready to look at Tinubu's face?
That is it.
Now,
will you be contesting?
Are you going to be contesting against Tinubu, or you are calling for Obi to come to PDP? Are you ready to support Obi? What I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know.
Where is he standing?
That's why some people say that the end of Wike may not be.
See, bro, I think there's a signal that is coming with the kind of statement coming from. He's playing a game with Bola Tinubu. He doesn't know what will happen to him in that minute. You understand that he can be dusted very well and thrown to the dustbin, and nothing will happen. You understand? Tinubu can decide to reconcile with Fubara, whoever that's ever, to be able to make sure that he gets a River State vote. And but Wike is not on any distinct political appointment. Was not elected currently now. He's no longer any mandate of election. Wike is just on appointment, and he can be thrown to the gutters.
That's true.
As simple as that. So he's playing with a man who knows that the next target is very calculative, whether to go for second term ambition or not, whatever it is. And Wike, I said it, we have Kanu, we have Lagos, and we have River State. Those are, swing states for me. And you are toying with vote, whether Wike, well, Wike is not coming, and you are coming out to say, move it to the south. So what are you trying to talk about? Is that means you are just wanted there to make sure that PDP is destroyed and Aluta continue?
In fact, if they now give Wike ticket, they have automatically given Tinubu chance to win, because it is Wike himself that will put down the house of PDP upon himself.
So what kind of politics is it?
I don't understand him. And to tell you that sometimes when you try to be too smart, you will find yourself to be blamed. Now, with what Wike is doing now, do you know that the structure of River State is gradually leaving him? Because currently now we have so administrator that is reporting to president directly. They have studied the terrains of that place, terrains of River State. They have not, okay, this man, okay, this is the strongest man in River State. This is what he like. This is what he, well, see how that man is doing here now. He was acting like a elected governor. His wife is now a first lady. What is the meaning of that? A sole administrator having they have started having a first lady. What does that? Send a cat into your house to study every nook and corner. You know where they are gathering and come out and all of them. So when they want to steal it, we come there and grab everything.
But you can see the way they are introducing it gradually, and the man is consolidating power. He's making sure that he brings all the structures, completely. And I think to an extent, you might look at it from that point that the structure already has been disarmed and under the touch, or fingertips of this Admiral Abbas. Because if you look at the way the man is doing his things, he has even gone to court to challenge whoever that want to remove him.
Imagine.
So that is it. So what is going to be Wike's contribution if he loses grip in PDP and you think Bola Tinubu will look at him say still stay there? You will throw him to one side at the end of the day.
All right, before I let you go, briefly, what's happening between Allex, Otti and President Bola Tinubu? Labour Party reporting Allex, Otti to Bola Tinubu.
No. See, bros. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I think there's this warning of Nigeria heading to one-party system. And secondly, we saw that there is enormous pressure coming from the Ole that's in charge of Civil Southeast Development Commission. I'm trying to use that word, but it is not correct. Ojuzo Carlo, Benjamin Carlo, the deputy speaker, they are already mounting pressure on Allex Otti to decamp, and if it doesn't decamp, they want to draft the speaker as the governor of Abia State. But unfortunately, people are opening their hands and watching how that is going to be possible. Remember, there's a faction of the PDP, the one that is being engineered by one a jury or whatever, and there's another one old man I don't know too that is also there. And these are people who are bent on making sure that Labour Party is destabilized. So they are the same people that carrying the same message to Bola Tinubu. Make sure, but they forgot that Allex Otti and Bola Tinubu has been friends for a very long time. Even when Allex Otti was direct MD of Diamond Bank here in Lagos, they are close. They know themselves very well. So it will be difficult for them to kind of play that kind of politics at the end of the day.
It is very, very unfortunate that when we have Maradona on the field, people that want to tackle Maradona, they are novice. They don't know anything about politics. They are businessmen. Otti, Obio, they are just businessmen. Very, very unfortunate.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Femi and Onyeze. All right, Mr. Mike and Mr. Vincent, welcome on the program.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, our ever attentive global audience. I say good morning to you all.
All right, gentleman, Mike.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
All right. Would you say what happened in Borno State? That's the killing of our soldiers, an abduction of the soldiers, and taking over the takeover of a military base was as a result of internal sabotage or intelligence failure?
I've always maintained it. I think I will be repeating myself once more on this platform that there are moles in this government that are working in tandem with all these terrorist organizations. Then how come? Then when you look at the way things, all these absurdities in our client, it goes to tell you that we are running what I will call George Orwell animal farm, when some people are more equal than the other. Then you keep on hearing all these sad tales emanating from a well-embedded and highly resourceful land like Nigeria. It is, I mean, it is an abnormality. It is absurd. It is mind-numbing. It is very crazy, if I may use that word. But I want to say that for crying out loud, that the common patrimony of Nigeria, you and I, are being used to train all these soldiers for in terms of when anything like a change or external aggression. But what we're having here, we have internal aggression that is even subverting the power or the calculus of an external aggression, the case may be. Then when you now look at all these things, what does it portend? It portends that all is not well with our body politic. When you continue to see all this in a nation where the government that is supposed to oversee the security of life and property, to secure it in a way, in a manner, through the mandate given to them, are now mollycoddling the terrorists as if that they are better off than individuals that are that vent to the voiceless in our society. You can continue to see what is happening now. It shows that I don't know what is happening with our brain fabric of our leaders by not doing the needful. As at the time, the needful at a time that is being called and is being urgently needed. Then you begin to wonder what kind of country, what kind of society are we in? And the recent event that happened in Borno State, it leaves a very bad taste in the mouth. How can our soldiers be killed as if that they are not even trained? What are those trite elementary procedures required of a military or a military outfit in containing or combating an onslaught from an outlaws? All these criminal set of people. Going to a military formation, it goes that everything, all is not well with our body politics. And it sparks of a high level of hypocrisy and a high level of complicity among the people at the corridors of power. That's my take for now.
Nyesom Wike, it speaks volume. It speaks a lot about the porosity of our military base. Imagine terrorists invading military base and capturing them, killing soldiers, the people that are meant to defend the citizens. Now, would you say this our military are not fully funded? Are they not funded, or are they under-equipped? What do you think is the problem? This is a battle that has been going on for many years now, and we've not been able to see an end to this battle. Insurgency in Nigeria. Are they underfunded or under-equipped? What do you think is the problem?
Thank you, Mike. I wish I don't have to discuss this subject. I wish I could just run away from this particular subject this morning. For me, I think my pain this morning is the needless loss of our soldiers, avoidable loss of our men, especially the frontliners, who do not have any choice than to obey the last order. Who do not have any choice than to take command from their superiors and all of that, being killed in such a gruesome manner that we have seen over the years now, which for me I think is avoidable, which for me I think authorities are not telling us some of the things that we don't know. It is clear that government is not willing to solve this problem once and for all. It's becoming clear that, just as my brother said, that people in authorities are in the know of some of these things. And that is why it has become very difficult to unravel. Attacking a military base, as I always say, ought to be a suicide mission for anyone to even think about it. Let alone executing it successfully, as we have seen time and again. And I think there is no better way to describe it than to say this is unacceptable. This is beyond what we can just be talking about. A state of emergency must be declared on our security apparatus, on our security system generally. If you are really serious in tackling this problem, Mike, a state of emergency must be declared. We need help as a nation, and Mr. President should be humble about this. If indeed is interested in solving this problem, and calls for help from any quarters that help can come from, and let us confront this evil once and for all, rather than just paying lip service as we have always done. You summon the security chiefs from time to time, and they just talk,
Giving them marching orders.
giving them match. We have had enough of match. That's why I don't get moved by all those marching orders, because I know that much as I am not a security expert, and I'm not trying to sound like one, I know that it's more of intelligence than ammunition. That is why I've always said ammunition without relevant information will always lead to frustration. And that we have always seen, that people don't have information about the enemies they are even looking for. And time and again, our soldiers are being killed. That is my pain. These are somebody's parents. These are breadwinners of families that we are there. And it's not only even the rank and file that are being killed. Senior officers are being murdered gruesomely so from time to time. And the handlers of our security system or our security apparatus seems to be helpless. And that is what it's looking like to me. It seems these guys are helpless, and I think they should call for help.
Now, can you defend your enemies when you have recruited your enemies into the system? Is it possible? Remember repentant Boko Haram?
You know, that was I mean, when that blunder was being adopted as a program, it started from even the Buhari days. Buhari did more of it. We have begun to have repentant Boko Haram, repentant in quotes now. People that ought to have faced our justice system and sentenced according to the law were brought back into the system, were brought back into the military formations in the name of they have repented. And here we are, the entire system seems to have collapsed, Michael.
Mr. Vincent, is this a way? Because somebody said to me that you can't leave opposition out of this whole issue, out of this whole crisis we are experiencing in Nigeria,
no, we cannot leave
in our security opposition. Okay. Yeah, but is this a way of bringing down the administration of President Bola Tinubu?
No, certainly not. You see, successive governments of this country, they've all had a fair share of terrorism activities. Even, let me take a case in point back. Let me take you down memory lane. You see, during the time of Jonathan, President Bola Jonathan, something happened. You remember, there was a visit made by President Jonathan to a certain section. I mean, they were having a function there. I cannot really pick the picture. When the late NSA, during his regime, General Aziza, told him that, look, there are Boko Haram in your cabinet. You know, the president took it, he left it lying low. He never acted, or he was not that, a slice of information. And what happened? You know, to give vent, or rather to accentuate my position that there are most in this government and in other successive governments, that after the message was given to Goodluck Jonathan, what happened to General Caesar? He was going to Port Harcourt or thereabout in Bayelsa, Mother's Burial. He was inside the helicopter. Up to this moment, as you and I speak, are standing here on City Stand, there is no definitive report as to why that helicopter crashed. It goes to show that even Jonathan himself was twisted by the so-called the cabal, or whether the people that are working in tandem with these outlaws, to see that no government does good except their own bidding. And I want to believe that I've already been vindicated with such statements, You know, I will continue to say it because it's becoming a mantra to me. I cannot continue to say things over and over again because everybody knows that all is not well with our body politic. Because all these things that are rearing up on our daily, on everyday, on our daily life, on our daily lives, goes to show that things are not really working. And when you look at all these things, okay, let me take a case in point. I want to, before I let my colleague to say his own. You will see that of recent, there was an opening, an advertisement by Nigerian Army for people that are qualified to enlist in the
People that want to join.
that want to join. Up to this moment, go and check the percentage of people that have significant interest. I want to believe that they are insignificant. Compared to the population that of Nigeria as we speak. But it goes to show that people are no longer motivated. They see it as a suicidal attempt. If you even dare to join this outfit called military, because when they see that you are from the other side, they will send you to that where there is fire, where the real thing is happening, just for you to be killed. And nobody is really interested again to enlist in the army. It goes to show that our nation is failing, is drifting toward the abyss of despair, of unhelplessness. And I want to also say one thing that I give it to some of these Sahel countries that has always been that has always been held as their captive zone for France to superintend. They are trying to expunge themselves from that captive zone now. I'm talking in respect of Mali. I'm talking about in respect of Burkina Faso and Niger. And some other two are trying to follow suit now. Why can't Nigeria see? When you see that the democracy is not working, the democracy was never our peculiar way of running affairs in this country. When democracy has not come, we were ruling ourselves in our own traditional way, and it was working. Why are we being foisted with all these foreign ideas? And we took it hook, line, and sinker, and we want to have an egalitarian society? Certainly not. You cannot give what you are eating over there and give it to me and start eating. I said I get punched. He said I start experiencing some form of nausea. You understand? That is what is playing out now. Then when you now look at everything that is playing out now, it shows that all is not well. Then can't all the West because I believe that it's an agenda of neocolonization, and that is what we are experiencing now. Then if our brothers like the Mali, our African brothers are trying to expand themselves, they want to give a semblance of rulership, of governance to their people the way it should be. Why can't Nigeria follow suit? And I want to say one thing. I'm afraid if Nigeria cases the way it's going now, by the time the whole thing escalates, Rwanda experience will just be a figment of our imagination.
Gentleman Mike, can anyone tell us the reason why the president shouldn't seek international help at this point in time? Because looking at
let me just give you a line. International help from who? I want to say one thing. International help, anything that they dangle before you, if they give you 10 naira, they are going to take 10,000. Because most of them, any international, because they know that the Nigeria is richly endowed. There is no country, as I speak now, because things are not well with our body politic. All these Western countries, they see Nigeria as their own buffer zone. Do a lot of exploitation and all manners of things here. And by the time we seek for international, which international, don't we have the material resources or the money to buy whatever weapons? Our oil is still flowing. How much of those oil have been the monies that are being got into oil? How much of those things has been channeled to the right source? We've been kitted to the teeth. Even if we are kitted to the teeth, what missionary accomplishment, exercise is being demanded of our so-called military hierarchy? That okay, we are going for a mission. How much of this mission? What is the success rate? We don't measure it. That is my take.
Gentlemen, what's the solution to this? They said if you seek international help, you have to tell them 10 naira, they ask for 10,000 naira.
10,000 naira.
So, what do you think could be the solution to all this? problem? Because it seems we're helpless now.
Right, there's nothing wrong in seeking for help. Don't forget, as far back as I think 1999, during the Obasanjo days, um, the US was constantly giving intelligence as to terrorist activity within the northern part of the country. I remember vividly that from time to time, the spokesperson for the Obasanjo administration then, Doyin Okukwe, will come out and dispel those information and say there was nothing like that. The US should not come and cause one issue or the other in the country and all of that. And years after then, we began to see the manifestations of those things. Much as I'm not saying those countries don't have issues in terms of the way they go about their things, they have motives, even if they give assistance and all of that. I understand all of that. But when it comes to intelligence and some other areas, they can be invited, they can be consulted for so that they help us in some of these areas. It is clear that our strategies are not working. The only way to measure if a strategy is working is the result that you get. From time to time, our soldiers seem to be defeated to the point that military bases are now being attacked. It shows that whatever strategy we have in place is not working. So if we have changed strategy from time to time and it seems still not to be working, why not call for help in the area of intelligence? And because that is the core area that we need, in my view. It's beyond ammunition. Somebody talked about the Tucano the other time.
Yeah.
We bought the Tucano and it has been useless as far as I'm concerned since we bought it, and these are millions of dollars as at that time. And so what is the essence of a Tucano that is not being used? So our core area must be in the area of intelligence, to have first-hand information and quickly nip things in the bud before they are executed.
So what happens to those weapons that were captured by these terrorists?
It shows that definitely you and I, you know, all those weapons that were captured, they will still find a way of being used against the society.
Can we still recover them?
We can't recover them. Where is the intelligence? Where is the intelligence? For crying out loud, anybody that attack a military unit or a base knows that that person must have harmed himself with all the wherewithal in doing so. And as a result of that, when something like that happened, what do you expect? You and I, we are no longer safe. And you will see, you will recall yesterday, if you were very, 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 very much proactive or maybe attentive to, observant to the happening yesterday, you can see the hovering of some of these our military jets, along this. It shows that the sky is overcast. The hyenas are baying for blood now. Then why must we continue to be reactive instead of being proactive? Then you continue to wonder, where are we going? You understand? Must we sleep until when an intruder comes into your house and poke hands into your nose before you know you want to act? It shows that the docility in our military setting and the entire organogram of the military architecture is already compromised.
All right, let me quickly go to the comment section and see what our esteemed viewers are saying. Baba Yaga is here. Are they saying there are soldiers that actually want to fight but don't have the weapons? There are videos of them leaving battles because they have substandard weapons.
Yes, I want to agree with
what of the funds being allocated to that sector?
You are not to imagine that what could have happened to it, because you know that the Nigeria is business. Something that ought to have been procured for 1 million naira, they will tell us it has gone up to 100 million. Then it goes to show that there is a circle of absurdities. It's not only peculiar to other economic indices, it is peculiar to even the entire organogram called Nigeria is infiltrated. Because there's grants, the presidency in this government is unprecedented. And there's grand larceny of our collective patrimony in this country is unprecedented. And you continue to wonder, how can we continue I want to believe that things are no longer the same. That is why we continue to see all these abnormalities and absurdism. All these inanities is even mind-numbing. It's heart-wrenching. We cannot continue to tolerate this kind of act in a nation whereby we call our own, and the government is hesitant. They have this hesitant approach to issues that are very, very germane to our lives. I know. I'm disappointed.
All right, quickly to this Chima. Okay, I can see that you just complained about the sound. All right, no problem. The military itself are not helping themselves. Ibrahim Traore is their mate, doing great in Burkina Faso. They should learn. Now, let's quickly move down to PDP, the People's Democratic Party. I don't know what Wike is talking about. Where is Wike standing? He talked about zoning the presidential ticket to the south. He said there's no way the ticket will be given to the north this time around.
Wike is for me, it's just funny. I think Wike is bent on destroying that party, and I mean the PDP. His presence at the last meeting just mere formality. He will stay there to destroy the party, and he has exemplified that in the last couple of years. And I think it was the party that made the blunder of not to have sacked him, not to have expelled him from the party. Long before now, they make that blunder, and the implication of it is what everybody is witnessing. So he will be in the party, he's going nowhere. He has told everybody that should they bring a northern candidate, or should the party come up with a northern candidate that tomorrow that he won't support such a person and all of that. So he's bent on bringing out the party. He will be inside and implode the party from the inside. So he has shown that it is workable. You don't need to decamp to destroy your party. Just stay with him. See, that is the new bride of the president. Whether we like it or we believe it or not, that is the new bride. For now, he's in the good book of Mr. President, and he's enjoying himself, while on the other hand, he's destroying his party. He's not interested. I overheard somebody thinking that probably he want to contest with the zoning to the south. I can tell the person for free, Wike is not interested in contesting for any president. He's not interested. Even if PDP zoning to the south, he's not going to contest. His loyalty is to President Tinubu. At the moment, should they give Wike the ticket, he will just take it to Asiwaju straight away and go and submit it there. That is what Wike is doing. That is the project is on now. So it doesn't matter where they zone it, it's going to support Tinubu 2027.
Thank you so much, gentleman Mike. Mr. President, don't you think this will have a negative effect or impact on PDP?
You see, one, I want you to understand one thing. Why is Wike arrogating so much power to himself as if he owns PDP? But he's still relying on his past glory. I want to say that even the meeting held on Sunday is an expanded meeting. It's an expanded meeting of PDP. You understand? Be an expanded meeting. I will expect that whatever deliberation that is going to be done there, Wike should form a significant part of it, because it led to the crevices that we are currently experiencing in PDP. I want to believe that Wike, whatever might have happened to PDP, Wike is culpable and he should be held responsible, because he is a mode that is currently being used by the government to further the next of the APC, all progressive led government. And President Tinubu for now is enjoying enjoying all the perks associated with that. I want to believe that PDP come 2027, if at all they say they want to wake up, I want to be, the waking up should start, the journey to that waking up should start now. Wike should not just arrogate so much power to himself and say that he wants PDP. He's not a single individual among the entire lot. And I want to believe that if the way they have expanded the board of trustees or whatever they call it to deliberate on the way forward of PDP, if they can harmonize it in a proper way, they should try and relegate Wike to the background. As we speak now, Wike still call the shot because he owns the knife and the butter of PDP. Because most of his men are still until they change otherwise.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. All right, Mr. Take this position. All right, good morning, Mr. Kunle.
Yeah, I'm saying good morning to our global viewers all over the world. Welcome to Global City Stand this morning. Mr. Global Command, Mr. Nagayople. I'm saying good morning to all our viewers. This is Global Analyst, Mr. Ojolajide. You are welcome. And I'm saying God bless all those who are appreciating us on this Global Stand this morning.
Yeah, good morning to viewers. It's a good day for today. And thank God for life. Thank God for being alive again. You're welcome.
All right, does Wike have the right to talk about zoning while he's still working for the People's Democratic Party?
You see, that question borders on as far as the problem of PDP has not been solved. Because the entirety of PDP leadership has not agreed to a particular position, which is very necessary for survival of that party presently. Which is, look, the current situation we have ourselves now, presidency must come to the south. We still have some, people there who are still hell-bent that presidency must be zoned to the north. As far as that point is concerned, PDP is still having problem. There is no consensus of agreement of people. Leadership that look, it is the turn of the south. Let this thing shift to the south. So for that reason, PDP will still be having himself in a problem. That's why Wike is telling them that because of lack of agreement, consensus of opinion, this party will still be having problem. If something like Atiku, this is a headband that he must pick a ticket and contest and win, it means that people like him and the co will not support him. So it's because until people like Atiku have said, okay, PDP have consented to normalcy of what should have been. Let the presidency be zoned to the south. You will see people like Wike will be having different tone. Because he knows that people like Atiku will see her bent that they must pick together, they must contest against other interests. That's why he's just telling us that, look, my party is going nowhere. Because he knows people like him will not support such ambition. People like him and many other people in the south will not go with that line. And that means a divided house. With a divided house, the house will not stand. So if you are the philosophy, the truth about Wike's stand and conclusion is that because there are people in the party who are so bent on their selfish interest, political self-interest, without considering other interests of the other people, that party will go nowhere. That's why it comes to that conclusion that APC will have a better chance. Because if people like Atiku see head bent on taking that party ticket and say contest against that party, people like Wike will not go, and it's like will not go for him. That's what is fueling. That's what brought about Wike's confusion that APC will have a day. So Atiku remains the problem for that party. Like my last speaker was talking about Wike. Wike is one of the soul saver of that party. Remember that when Sheriff had the party in his possession, wanted to turn the party to a robot, it was Wike and Fayoshi that stood and fight for that party, liberated the party, and restored it back to normalcy, what it was now. So Wike has been a very loyal member of PDP. Now from his days as the chairman of government in Rivers, to ministers, to governor, and he has never become to any party. He's a loyal member of the party. If anybody is looking for somebody who is constant to be reliable in that party, it's Wike.
Mr. Kulu, what advice would you give to President Bola Tinubu with the kind of politics Wike is playing?
Yeah, sorry to say that I may not be much interested in the politics of the country now.
Because of the money?
Yeah, sorry to say that I may not be interested with the politics issue now. It's all about security we should be embarking on now. Because what just happened in Sambisa not too long can overwhelm the whole country, the whole nation. and Sambisa, and Sambisa especially in Borno. It's one of the largest space you can talk of in this country that can even consume the whole South together. So to me, Mr. President has to wake up for now. If he wants to be decisive to fight these people, let him be decisive. And one thing is, the mole within this country, we know them. And he ought to have known them. And who are these mole? The Malami was one time saying they have captured the sponsors of this Boko Haram and they will put them on trial, which is going to be secret trial. We've never heard anything. We've never heard anything since then. And you could see the Shakarawu, likewise, they have killed several times. Who are the people that have killed those Shakarawu? Because when you are talking of Boko Haram, you cannot exempt the Shakarawu. And if Shakarawu is still in existence, and you're talking of the people like Gome, and those are the people the president ought to be calling and shut his door on them, eyeball to eyeball. I want this thing to end, you know. And back to the question, my brother.
But why is he not calling them out?
Why is he not calling them out? That's his weakness. That's the president weakness. That's why I'm calling the president out.
Don't you think he has failed?
Yeah, definitely.
He has failed to protect
yes,
the citizens?
Yeah, Mike, you are right in that aspect. Likewise, it's always an agenda. This is an agenda they play for Jonathan. Likewise, once the Southern president is on seat, there must be a way where they will make the governance uncomfortable. I mean,
ungovernable.
Ungovernable.
But it also happened under Buhari now. It was even terrible.
Buhari issues, according to the classified information, was the advent of the Boko, was it Fulani people that they hired from other countries.
I'm talking about insecurity generally.
Insecurity generally.
Yeah, because you talked about it happening under Southern president. I think
you know what? We had the issue. The issue started with the Fulani X-Men that came to support Fulani. And those are the ones that were coming from the Gaddafi era. They went to fight for Gaddafi. They are allies. They are just always, actors that they hire for any issues, any crisis in any country that they can help. And when they were being banished from the Gaddafi issue, they were coming from the SDO. They are like SIA, towards that SIA block, and they met a juicy, offer that okay, come to the country, and get your NIN register, and they register all of them, and they came to the Nigeria, and they did the needful, and for them to be paid, and they were not fully paid for with the agreement, and they stayed behind that we will make the country ungovernable. They know all these things. It's just that our leaders are economical with the truth, and they are the people behind all this crisis. The majority of the crisis we are having. Who fueled all this Boko Haram? Who brought all this Boko Haram? Boko Haram was just a pressure group for other Ahmadu Sharif. It was Ahmadu Sharif, former governor of Borno. That's why you see everything still centered on that Borno state, because Ahmadu Sharif used those guys, he gathered them together and for his political gain, and after that he abandoned them. And those guys now see the lacuna he created for them, and they see the kind of life these people are living, flying private jet, flying, and they are still impoverished, and they say no, it cannot stand. It was later Obasanjo went to meet them, because Obasanjo had seen the signal, he saw the signal, and he went to meet them. And what did they want? For them to persevere them. They said no, they don't want anything than they want their rights, their own right to be, to come on board. And it's Mike, if we start talking about this issue, we may not end it. I think the country, the way it is now, it's not balanced.
Now, who should be held responsible for what is happening in Nigeria? Talking about insecurity, who should be held responsible? Is it top security chiefs or what?
Mr. Mike,
or who?
Politicians are to be held responsible. And I will do analysis from 3 points. Number one, my speaker said something about Boko Haram, the exception of Boko Haram in Borno State, which were boys that were organized by politicians, Modu Sharif, who are sitting in political matters. Of course, they help him, they got to power. They help him, they got to power. Having been in power, now what now happened? They were abandoned. Don't forget they were armed for that exercise. The arms that were in the hands of those people were never recovered, were never taken from them. So they were left with the arms after the exercise, after the man became a governor. So with the arms in their hands, they began to fight for themselves. What's the form of freedom? Kidnapping, taking people to hostage. That's number one. Number two, when you see during Buhari's regime, the people raise eyebrow on one policy of Buhari by opening our borders to Africans, particularly foreigners. I mean, Fulani people from all over Africa. That it is when they get to our border, they take their visa. The question that police is that why you say it is when it's at the border point they will take visa. We never knew that the aim was to bring to a mass the population of Fulani in Nigeria for a conquest agenda. These people were coming to Nigeria from all over Africa. The government also confirmed it, and the defense has also confirmed it. So these people, when they came to Nigeria now, at the border, that's when they be given visa. When people were in Nigeria, they became settled all over everywhere. They became the people killing our people in our different communities. These are the second reason why we have this crisis right now. That's the Fulani S-men from all over Africa that came to Nigeria on a Ruga conquest agenda of Fulani. Ruga was the first point raised. Yes, it was defeated. Another point, water resources was defeated. The 9 days of Buhari was not talking of grazing route from Kano. So three things were the scheme that were devised to capture the whole land of the whole country that were defeated. So this is the second reason why this insecurity is happening. The third reason, now, the so-called de-radicalized Boko Haram members that were said they have been de-radicalized, they have repented, recruited, and now reintegrated back into the system. And many of them have been caught a number of times, still participating in crime, in terrorism, Boko Haram activism, in killing. These are the three main reasons why. Of course, there are many other reasons. These are the main. And if you look at all these three persons I've explained, they are from a particular section of this country, from a particular region of this country, which is the north, and from a particular tribe as well, Fulani tribe as well. So you can see that the whole insecurity we are having in India is most of it spearheaded by Fulani interest. What is that interest for? To conquer the rest part of the country. Dominate it, because they have conquered a particular set before, and now they now feel that every other place must conquer. So those are the 3 points. If you are able to tame Fulani, I'm telling you, and their aggression, and their interest, and their conquest agenda, there will be security, reduction. There will be reduction in security. But I don't now understand about our president is that is really living up to the standard of, is he living up to the promise? Yes, yes. Is he playing our life with politics so that he can get votes from them? He didn't want to come out, really on them. Because if governor of Plateau State can confirm that the people killing people displacing indigenous people from their land are Fulani from other nations, and the best headquarters of Nigeria, the highest institution of Nigerian military, has confirmed it, then what is our president doing? If he stay back and allow foreigners to come to Nigeria and be killing us in our locality, in our indigenous prisons, displacing us, turning us into IDP camp, displacing us from my ancestral land to IDP camp, then that means Mr. President has failed. Let's remember that Constitution said the permanent purpose of government is to defend the security and life of their people. So if life and security of our people are not being defended by President Tinubu, that means his pay policy is alive. That means his pay policy is alive.
Our security is not, our safety is not guaranteed under the administration of President Bola Tinubu. You heard what Mr. Olajide said, that it seems the president is playing politics with our life.
Yes, is it true? That is what I'm saying. Because the president knows the needful to be done. And if the needful to be done is within his cabinet then. What are we expecting from him? You have the DSS guy on board to see. which is an erudite man. The guy can just be in his seat there and control what is going on with it, even by Sambisa. And you have the NFA, what's it called? Now the one this guy is occupying. That's what's it called? Ribadu, National Security Advisors. And that one is there, and you still now have Nigerian military intelligence in which you can engage, and those are the people that can bring all these things to the board, nip it on the board. And I can tell you what, the president has not deemed it fit to organize all the securities apparatus he has for them to work together to it's just an we are in the era of AI, AI, and it will be easier for them. There are some places these people are coming from. They where their base, you know where they're coming from, and you always be ready for them. And there must be information, 24 hours information. That was same time they have the free way to encroach our Nigerian Civil Defense Academy. That's Nigerian Defense Academy in Kaduna there, and they ransack everybody in that place, kill some our soldiers there, and it's not today they have been killing soldiers because they have intelligence reports from their own side, and we are not having any intelligence report from our own side. What do you expect? The Boko Haram always have intelligence from their own side with the mole among the soldiers. We have the mole inside those soldiers. So to me, it's like let us just decentralize the soldiers in the country now. Okay. Now the south we have their own, the north we have their own, and you could see. Is it right now the northern header are not just waking up? That they have to find solutions to do it because they have a meeting all together not too long, like a few days ago. You see, now they're just waking up that their citizens are just kept becoming wayward. You see, now they are realizing that where is the likes of the government? The government that's been, Sheikh Gomen. Where's the like of him now? Do you have anything from him? He's been silent for a while now. So to me, the more you look, the less you see.
All right, Mr. Olagide, in conclusion, because of the weather, we need to go.
You've seen it, yes.
In conclusion.
Okay, the conclusion is that let every community of this country rise up in defense to defend their community, defend their land, and let government as well speed up their activities as far as the issue of security is concerned. Let President Bola take the bull by the horn. Let him stop playing politics with our life. If foreigners could be coming to Nigeria and be killing us in Nigeria, then that means the problem has failed. Let him know that. Let's realize what the constitution, the call of him that protection of life and property of citizens is the primary purpose of government. That's this. So if you stand up and confront the friends that are coming from all over Africa, with their local collaborators. Yes, and
thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Power distribution, we have it now, are shut down. Nigerian power distribution are shut down. So everybody is in power, is in darkness now. So to me, I know what I went through. I had to pay NEPA almost 50,000 yesterday. Adelabu. So Adelabu should be sacked because they are just collecting money. We are not seeing light. So to me, I'm angry. It's a pleasure to even have us. Thank you very much, my brother. God bless. God bless.
Thank you.
Good to have me.
All right. But you need to talk to Adelabu, the Prime Minister. All right. Our viewers all over the world, we need to go. Today, we'll be here tomorrow for another interesting edition of City Stand. Michael Adekunle, please make sure you share the program. Also, comment after this live broadcast. If you are watching us after the live broadcast, if you'll be watching us after this live broadcast, you have the opportunity to comment in the comment section. We'll be there to attend to any of your comments there. All right, to Egbona Kisley, who joined us this morning, we say thank you. Baba Yagan, thank you so much. Stephen Ifi, Emmanuel Oguji, we say thank you to you. Udeze Chima, Williams, Okameme, all the way from the United Kingdom. We appreciate Baba Yaga. Lady G, thank you so much, and I really appreciate the gift you gave me yesterday. Thank you so much. God bless you. All right, to Augustine, we say thank you so much. Oyezi, I appreciate you as well for coming on board this morning.
Thank you.
It's raining, all right? It's drizzling, so we need to.
That's why we started on time.
Okay, blessed one. King Harry, the palace. The palace is also here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir. We appreciate you. I appreciate. Thank you very much.
All right. Also, Nnamdi, all the way from Netherlands, he also joined us on the program this morning. We appreciate all of you. Benga George, we say thank you. Amoregbe Ibinoba, Amo Us, and the likes. We appreciate all of you. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
bye.